What's going on, everyone? Okay, we got one more technology single tests to the weapons, and we did the missile, we did the main gun, and now let's do the wing gun just to see if the technologies are working. And somebody did bring up a good point. Do the pilot attributes help you maybe in getting a stronger score? And that's a good possibility. I don't know if there's an exact great way to test that unless you just started from zero, went up a pilot, went up a pilot, went up a pilot, and then did each individual test. But going back to my testing and what I've been doing, regardless of your attributes, and hey, maybe yours might be a little bit strong on critical, maybe, the bottom line to these tests, again, for me, were the fact that, seeing other players in Discord and other teams talking about, hey, I don't use the tech on this weapon side. And that's why I started doing these videos, was just for the sake of saying, yes, the technology works. And again, it doesn't matter what ship, it doesn't matter what weapon you're using, it doesn't matter energy, it doesn't matter physical. None of that matters. Again, this is just a generalized video of saying, are we seeing results? But there was a good question about that. And if the pilots do work the way they do, and I'm just always confused on a little bit of the pilot too. So if I use this pilot, does it actually work better? Do all the attributes apply in full? There's still a little debatable, and I'm not really quite sure how you could fully test that, even though I do Titan pilot tests against each other. And yeah, I can see a difference when I choose a different pilot over the other. So, still a little gray area to me on that, but really, really, really good question. And, I think, again, if I had to answer that, I think all of your attributes, pulled in together with your pilots can affect that a little bit. I don't see why it wouldn't, because if the pilots are working again and you're getting those to your full attributes, then yeah, I mean, why not? So again, it's just easy for you guys to go out and test your own ships and setups the way I did. If you have the extra diamonds and you're just wondering, hey, which one of my tech is working better, try it yourself. I mean, shoot, that's what it's about. And, there might be a little bit different result. And if enough people did that, maybe we would get the answer of, hey, I'm using this pilot and I have this attribute more than this attribute. And maybe we could, get to the bottom of that and see if that makes a difference. Sorry about the screen lock there. I guess I'm talking too much, but okay. So I always start on this page, especially with the testing, because I am going to choose Freya. She's again neutral on the weapons. I don't want any, plus or minuses, or just anybody being able to say, hey, you did this more because of that pilot, or, and going back to the pilots, but I'm going to pick a neutral pilot for this. And so same as we've been doing it, guys, exactly the same here. Let's go to the event, or excuse me, let's go to the event here. And so this will be the Legion hunt that we're going to do. But first off, let's go to technologies, and we're going to do it again. I just like to get a base with no technology, just so we know what the base is. And then each one of these, we should either see a higher score or, hopefully not a lower score, but we should see a higher score to indicate that, yes, the technology is working. So I'm going to do this for the sake of the game, as I've said in the other ones, and you guys don't have to use your diamonds. I will use mine. And so we will go to the event, and we are going to do just one little thing a little bit differently here, guys. And it's because we are doing the wing gun. I am going to enhance, and I'm going to choose the wing gun and enhance the wing gun on this one. And I'm going to leave the shield out of it. So right here, you guys see, right there. I'm going to enhance that, and I will enhance the super main gun every single time on this test. This will be done the exact same way with this, but I don't want anybody saying, hey, you didn't enhance or you didn't do anything with the actual wing gun. So let's just make sure that, I did enhance the wing gun. I did choose the wing gun because we're specifically going after the wing gun result. So I have not done this one yet. This is live, and you know, I have no idea what the results are. If you guys watch the other ones, a lot of surprising results by doing those. And so let's just kind of see what happens. And I will use the straight shot just for my Legion's perspective here of me trying to collect some points for them while doing this testing. So bear with me. I'm not trying to be the world record holder on playing this the best way while talking to you guys. So bear with me. And there's kind of a point though here, guys. Do you see? I just took 3-4 hits. Does it look like my damage went down dramatically? And here's kind of a point to me about the shield. And you know, I've never been a fan of the shield or the armor, and believing that it really works. And so without me even arming the armor during this boss challenge, I would have got the same damage as arming the armor. And that's a little controversial to some people, but right here is proof I don't have the armor armed, and I took some hits. So okay guys, right here 25.7 is our base to the wing gun. Okay, and so go to technology, and let's do this now, guys. We'll do it the exact same way that we've normally been doing it. We'll do the base attack, and you guys have heard me when I'm saying in my other videos about the 50%. What does that mean? Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll put that to 100%, even though it says attack rate goes up 50%. Yeah, a little weird. But anyways, go back to the event, and Legion Hunt, we will go and challenge. And we will do this the exact same way. And right there, so we are the exact same way. And you notice I'm not using the Titan Blast. I'm not doing, you know, the transformation or whatever you guys want to call it on purpose, just so it's just, you know, the weapon damage. And the thing for me, when you do that critical enhance or the enhance to your wing gun, I hate how the bullets get stuck. And I don't know if that's a glitch to the game or if they did that on purpose, indicating you're getting more hits off of the wing gun. But for me, when you do this, it seems like you lose points. Now it could be just me, but I hate how that sticks to that boss like that. And I'm sure you guys can see what I'm talking about right there. See how it's just sticking to that boss? Yeah, I don't know if that's a glitch or if that was on purpose, but me personally, I think that's a horrible aspect of saying it's doing more damage. But right here, guys, it did. You know, the base did increase the wing gun value. It did. So it went from 25 to 27. You know, maybe 2 billion or so. And you know, when you're talking billions, I mean, that is an increase. So the base does work for the wing gun. It does. And so we'll do the same thing. I'm going to reset this. Diamonds, 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 and more diamonds. Okay, and so the attack rate, here we go. Again, this is kind of what started the whole videos for me, was this attack rate. Does the attack rate work? I'm not going to use the attack rate because it doesn't work. And, you know, I think because of the other videos, we have proved the attack rate works. Yes, use that technology. Put it to your weapon. Absolutely. And so, okay, so the attack rate, let's go ahead and we'll jam that up there. Pretty much the same thing here, guys. Looks like my team members are doing really good on this boss, and I've been doing these videos, so I haven't been getting my high scores, and I apologize to the team, but for the sake of the game, we can finally again put it into the myths of, does this work, does it not work? And so they've been really cool about it, so I appreciate those guys. And so no missile, and pretty much the same setup again, guys. Again, we're going to try to make this as fair as possible. And of course, I've said it in the other videos, you know, you could probably do this 50 times and get 50 different results, but I think it's going to be generalized to being pretty close. I don't think you should see a dramatic difference out of the 50 times that you did this. I think it would be pretty close results. So again, I just like to say that these are generalized videos here, guys. And you can see, I take some hits without arming the armor. And so for the longest time, I still might go back to testing this, but, you know, for the longest time, I actually was getting a higher score, not arming the armor and arming the wing gun. And I was getting a higher score at one point in time in the game. And, you know, maybe I'll go back to testing that some more. But right here, you guys keep seeing me just take hits. And I never see a difference when I don't use the armor. Okay, and so the attack rate, I was hoping that it would be better, because on the other weapons, the attack rate was way better. And so you can see here, we did get an increase. So it does work. But on the wing gun from me, now again, asking, well, do the pilots make a difference? Well, I don't think so, because I'm going to tell you why I don't think so now, because I have Gunload awakened, and she's a wing gun pilot, and you would think with Gunload awakened, even though I'm not using her, and maybe I should have used her in this, but I'd rather just use your neutral pilot, but I do have awakened Gunload. And did it affect the attack rate? No. So like I said, there's a little gray areas in that question here for me, and I'm not really quite sure exactly if we could ever prove that. But I do Titan challenge, and sometimes I do boss challenges using different pilots to see if I get different scores. So I still do the little pilot tests here and there. And yes, I can see a difference by using different pilots. But again, just going into the whole attribute thing, I try not to get too wrapped up into that. Again, do I see a result or no? We still saw a result, so there is a positive for the wing gun there. And so we'll go back. Okay, diamonds. Let's reset it again. All right, so, all right, critical damage. Here we go. Critical damage. Should we get a higher score than the critical rate? I always say yes. I've said yes in my other videos. And, you know, we just never really know until we try. So this one is the critical damage. And, you know, guys, again, I've said it in several of my videos now. Do not be afraid to do these tests yourself. I mean, yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit of diamonds, but, you know, I actually had another player show me a pretty cool thing that I'm going to start testing here, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I had another player open my eyes to maybe another different possibility to things on the game. And, you know, and that's what I love about opening up this channel, is I think everybody's starting to get involved that's been to this channel, like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't you take this combination and this combination? And it's been really neat to see you guys, you know, excited about my videos. And you know what? I'm excited about your videos too. And I do watch them. Again, if you give me a subscribe and I didn't subscribe to you, let me know in a comment, because, you know, I'll subscribe to you. We are friends in this, and, you know, just trying to learn new techniques. And if you got something better than what I'm doing, hey, I'm all for it. So, but let's do it again here, guys. Pretty much the same way. Okay. Yeah, I'm still learning too, guys. You know, I'm not a master at this game by any means. By no means am I a master at this game. Just I just was tired of seeing the weird little stat arguments in Discord, and no, you have to do it this way, that doesn't work. So I just started doing videos. It's easier for me just to say, does it work or doesn't it work? Again, you've heard me in the other videos also state I'm not a big numbers guy like that. I mean, I don't think there's any way of proving your numbers that you're spitting out, because they can change with, you know, critical dodge and different stuff like that. Things can change. They can. Dramatically, I'm not sure about dramatically, so that's why I always say these are generalized videos here. But all right, critical damage. But one thing is for sure, though, I don't know if you watch my other videos and stuff, but the damage from this has been really low. I mean, as an overall score, just not even, you know, per individual, but, you know, again, going back to me just kind of proving that what is your weakest weapon? It's going to be your wing gun. I hate cutting down the wing gun. I want to believe in it. I still apply technology to my wing gun, though, guys. I do not ever not say don't apply, you know, at least put 30%, you know, just whatever you have extra onto your wing gun. But, you know, me personally, I still do put some technologies to my wing gun, even though I know it might be the weaker of the weapons. I still do put technology on. I just want to make sure that that's clear. You know, I know it's the weaker of the weapons, but, you know, I do put a little tad here and there on the wing gun, at least 30% from where I'm at least 30%. And then I do generally 70% on my missiles and main gun. And then I do, you know, depending on if I'm doing Titan or if I'm doing Planet Wars, I do have different setups for that. I do not have a generalized, I've never been able to find that happy medium generalized technology. I do spend diamonds changing quite a bit. It sucks. It really sucks. I wish this game gave us a way that we could save a defense or save a Titan, or, but again, I think that's how they're making their money. Well, we know that's how they're making their money, so why would they do that? They're not going to, but man, if they just let us save some playlists basically for the game, man, I would be happy. But just to, you know, give you my secrets, I do change my technologies depending on what I'm doing from Planet Wars. Even Star Scramble might be a little bit different. And then my Titan is by far different depending on, you know, what kind of Titan it is. So I do eat up some diamonds here, you know, changing my technologies, because the technologies do work. They do work under different setups. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. I do use a little bit of technology on the wing gun. So, all right, guys, we got one more here. Oh, I went to the critical damage versus the critical rate. So let me just go backwards here, guys. Sorry about that. I just realized that I did that, but no big deals. So let's do the critical rate this time. And so that was the critical damage. And again, you know, with the main gun and the missiles, that was a pretty solid source of damage. But the wing gun's been pretty even throughout this test. And so here we go, critical rate. So excuse me, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention there, yapping to you guys. But so the last one was critical damage. Here's critical rate. But all of the technologies on the wing gun, one has not shown any more powerful than the other. They've been pretty equal across the board. So let's see if critical rate will actually give us a different reading here. So let's go challenge. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I got that a little backwards, but no big deals. Yeah, that last one was critical damage, and this is the critical rate. So we'll do it exactly the same here. Okay, come on, critical rate. Give us a little bit of a different, but as of right now, they've all been pretty equal. You know, the bottom line is, does the technology work? Yes, it is working. So maybe this will be the surprise. Maybe the critical rate will be the king of the technology for the wing gun. But again, those bullets in the enhanced mode just drive me nuts, sticking to the... I've always thought that that was a glitch to the game, just personally. Okay. Okay, well, the best for last. So luckily we did mix that up a tiny bit. But look at this, guys. Look at this. The critical rate is the king. So I am glad I kind of mixed that up a little bit and wasn't paying attention. And wow, I thought it would be the critical damage, but or at least the attack rate and kind of what we were seeing in the other results with the other weapons, but that is stunning right there. I was not expecting that. But for the wing gun, the critical rate, wow, look at that. Very, very stunned and very surprised. So going back to the same question, does the technology work? Yes, all of it does. All of it, to every single weapon. We've seen an increase. If you guys haven't seen my other videos, just go back. There is the missile and the main weapon test. And I also did use a different ship, I think, on the main gun, just to prove that it doesn't matter what your setup is. It doesn't matter what ship you're using. The technologies are going to work, guys. And again, I think if we get enough players, testing and maybe getting different results by what your pilots are, maybe we could, settle on, do the attributes make a difference? But again, these videos were not really intended for that at all. It's just, are we seeing an increase? Yes, absolutely. But right there, that's actually good to know for me right here. I mean, shoot, that actually kind of made my day a little bit, and it made me look a little bit differently at the wing gun. So the critical rate was the king out of this. So, and again, guys, if you have videos, questions, just anything, leave me a comment.